Alright, I'm going to guide you through these next three examples. So, on the substitution page where it's folded into 3, we're going to start with the first one that says 2x plus y equals negative 1 and x equals 2y minus 13. The first question you should always ask yourself when doing substitution is, what variable or what letter do I have by itself? Do I have by itself? So look at those two equations. One of the equation has either an x equals or a y equals. That's what we want to know. What does this one have? This one has an x equals. So that means I am replacing x because it was x equals. What am I plugging in for x? What it's equal to. 2y minus 13 is going where x is. What I just wrote, that bubble around the 2y minus 13 and the arrow to x, needs to be on your paper. Okay, so that means I have 2 parentheses plus y equals negative 1, and where that parentheses is goes that 2y minus 13. So now I only have y's in the problem. Okay, so what came next? We solve for y, so I distribute the 2. I get 4y minus 26 plus y equals negative 1. Now I combine my like terms. 4y plus y is 5y minus 26 equals negative 1. I'm going to come over here so I have more room. 5y minus 26 equals negative 1. Add 26. Negative 1 plus 26 is 25. So 5y equals 25. And then divide by 5. 25 divided by 5 is 5. Y equals 5. Alright, pause and make sure you have the work down for this part on that page. Alright, now that I have y equals 5, remember we go back and place that in to either equation to get x. The easier one is the one that says x equals 2y minus 13, because x is already by itself on the left here. So I have x equals 2, what was y? What am I putting there? Times 5 minus 13. 2 times 5 is 10 minus 13, which is negative 3. Now at this point you could have typed this 2 times 5 minus 13 into the calculator just like that. The answer is negative 3,5. So how many solutions did we get? This system had one solution, and it's negative 3,5. So at the top under where it says substitution, I want you to write one solution. And when there's one solution, we give the coordinates negative 3, 5. Moving on to example number 2. What was the first thing we always ask ourselves? In substitution, do I have x equals or do I have y equals? You tell me. You should be saying that I have y equals. So I am replacing y. I have y equals in the bottom one, so I want you to try this. Replace y on your paper with the bottom equation. Circle, draw an arrow if you need to, like I do. So I'm replacing 4 over 3x minus 7 in where I see y. So I have 4x minus 3, parentheses, 4 over 3x minus 7 equals 15. Your equation should look like this. So if I solve this now, what's the first property I use? Should be telling me distributive. 4x. Now in your calculator you have negative 3 times parentheses 4 over 3. You should get minus 4, and there was an x with that. Now I have negative 3 times negative 7. That's positive 21 equals 15. Okay, 4x minus 4x. What happens here? They cancel each other out, right? So that's 0. I'm left with 21 equals 15. Is that true? Does 21 equal 15? I hope you're telling me no. 21 does not equal 15. So what's the answer? The answer is there is no answer. This one is no solution. Think about the graphs. What does a graph look like if there's no solution? They would have been parallel lines. Okay, so back up at the top now, under this one, write no solution. Last one here. First question, same as the last two. Do I have x equals or do I have y equals by itself? You're right, I have y equals. Alright, pause the video, replace y with what it's equal to, and then restart the video to check and make sure you got the same thing. So you should be taking negative 1/2 x plus 4 and putting it in where you see y. That's x plus 2 parentheses negative 1/2 x plus 4 equals 8. Okay, finish this, distribute, and see what you get. Pause the video, resume once you are finished. If I draw my line down my equal sign, distribute the 2, you should have had x minus x plus 2 times 4 is 8 equals 8. Right, 2 times negative 1/2 in the calculator should have given you negative 1. Now x minus x, those cancel. But this time I get 8 equals 8. Is that true? Yeah, that one is. So what do you think the answer to this one is? This is our infinite solutions answer, meaning when I graph both lines, they end up being the same and it would only be one answer. So if I move back up here, I'm going to write infinite solutions. Alright, so pause, make sure you got everything, and then move on to the next assignment.